Many fathers, myself included, dream about heading out on an epic adventure with their kids. ABC News correspondent Bob Woodruff has done just that with his son Mack for their new series, Road Trip. For more, they are both joining us now this morning from New York. Great to see both of you today. Bob, the premise of the show is great. It's trying to find the beauty in some of the world's most dangerous and misunderstood countries. You're familiar with these places with your job as a correspondent, but why did you want to take your son to see these spots?
That's a good question. Why did it bring you with me? You know, this has been, like you said, Ben, that this is, we wanted to make sure these countries that we've reported about they have another side to it. There's a better balance of what these countries are like. And Mack, you know, he's coming into the production world, and he'd be perfect to come with me. And he's been addicted to this kind of traveling. And I just want to make sure that, you know, he also saw different sides of these countries compared to what I've always told him about or showed him on television.
Mack, your dad, for him, this kind of travel, par for the course. But did you personally have any hesitation when it came out with, you know, hanging out with former rebels or heading into war-torn places?
You know, when I got the call and was asked to join the show, I said yes before they even hung up. I mean, this was an opportunity of a lifetime. In terms of going into dangerous spots, you know, it was pretty safe. I think that these countries get a bad reputation, not necessarily fairly. And so, you know, hanging out with rebels on the surface, that might sound like a dangerous activity, but these guys and girls were so nice, so hospitable, and we had the best time ever. So I didn't find us in dangerous situations very often. In fact, maybe the most dangerous thing we did was learn how to play polo.
Yeah, I've seen that. That looks like it could hurt. Bob, your son just said it was an opportunity of a lifetime, and it really is if you think about it, because you filmed this show last year when the world was a far different place. Looking back on your adventure, what does it mean for you that you got this opportunity that might not come back for a while?
No, I mean, yeah, we got it shot just in time, really, before this happened. I mean, I don't know what we could do to try to go out and shoot again. The timing of that would be really difficult to do. But you know, I've been dealing with this for a long time. It's not really. I have to do explanations to friends. Why is it you can go off and cover wars and things when you've got these 4 amazing little kids at home, which I did. But I did have this negotiation really with my family, my kids and my wife, that I will not go out and cover wars again, but I will go out and cover conflicts. So
you found a loophole.
Mack,
so I was able to take these places, you know.
Mack, you used to see your father leave on these trips. What did it mean for you to see him in his element, to follow him once he left the door? You now know exactly what he did, negotiating with the military and spending time interviewing people. Did you learn more about him as a journalist, but also as a person?
Oh, 100%. I mean, he's always been my dad, and part of him being my dad was leaving for a couple months at a time, and I would see his face on the nightly news, but I never really knew what went into making those stories. And now we got to spend a lot of time, maybe too much time together, and I got to see everything that went into that. So it's amazing, his work ethic, just from the moment he wakes up to the moment he goes to sleep. He's thinking about what we can do tomorrow to make the story better, and what other elements we need to tell this fair and balanced story. So that was a privilege to step on the other side of a relationship that we've had for a long time, and bridge the gap between father-son and become more father, son, and colleagues.
Bob, you've been busy covering the COVID-19 pandemic since the beginning, so you're fully aware of how deadly it can be. How difficult was it for you as a father when Mack was diagnosed with COVID-19 earlier in the spring, and he was on the other side of the world in Australia?
Yeah, Mack was for almost 2 years living over in Australia. He just came back, and in that sense, I knew he wasn't going to give it to the rest of our family members since he's far over there. But yeah, you know, I know that because he's young and he's healthy, I wasn't quite as nervous about it as I would have been if, you know, my wife Lee had gotten it. But, you know, he got over it. I think he just can't smell as well as he once did, which may be good given the food that we give him.
Well, guys, it's a real pleasure to talk to both of you. And, you know, my kids are still very young, but I'm looking at Road Trip as sort of an inspiration, a road map, if you will, for me on things that I might be able to do with my kids in the future. Maybe a little less war-torn, a little more walking down the beach. But I really appreciate your time today. All the best to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ben.
And all 6 episodes of Road Trip will be available to stream on Disney Plus beginning Friday, July 24th.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.